Pokemon investing, April 2025. Let's rewind and take a little bit of a look back at the news of Pokemon investing for the whole of 2025. If you're new to the channel, my name's Michael/PokeOz. I talk all things Pokemon card investing and of course look at some market news as well. If you'd like to subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's just jump straight into it though. The first thing I wanted to talk about, which has almost been the flavor of 2025, is manipulated singles. A lot of singles are being pumped, and that's almost been, like I said, the flavor of 2025. We saw this massive growth in so many singles, from Sun and Moon era tag teams, through to Sword and Shield old arts, through to Sword and Shield trainer gallery cards. You know, cards that were $2 all of a sudden became $16 and saw like 800% increases in price, all the way through, of course, to Scarlet and Violet, the most modern era, with illustration rares and special illustration rares getting absolutely blown up to the moon. And consequently to that, in the last couple of weeks, the news has been that a lot of these have come back down to earth. And if I just scroll through on the screen here, I'll just show you a couple from Scarlet and Violet era, and I keep using this example in a few videos, only because it's probably the clearest example, and that's Drowsy from Scarlet and Violet base. Now, coupled with Drowsy from Scarlet and Violet base, there's also, of course, been other cards from Scarlet and Violet that have been absolutely pumped to the moon and decreased in value rapidly. Now, look, everyone's got different opinions about this, but the fact of the matter is, when a card grows in price that rapidly, there needs to be some other forces at play. Like, that is just not natural growth. To go up, you know, some cards 800%. And look, I get it. Some cards have been overvalued. Maybe the artwork's been overlooked. Maybe the Pokemon's been overlooked. Maybe there's new people entering the hobby due to, you know, Pokemon Pocket or Prismatic Evolutions or Destined Rivals coming back into play. And we all know there's lots of people in the hobby. That's been the other news of 2025, hasn't it? But some of these cards, look, again, some of them are undervalued and deserve to go up in price a little bit. You know, I don't think Drowsy deserved to be a $20 card, but I also don't think it deserves to be a $100 card. You know, realistically, I think it deserves to be probably a $30 or a $40 card simply because of the artwork and nothing else. You know, the Pokemon Drowsy, it's not exactly a fan favorite. It is an original 151. But that has been one bit of news for 2025, that a lot of singles are being pumped, and whether you want to call it market manipulation, whether it's buyout groups, whether it's just someone bought 10 copies and price started to go up, so everyone else jumped on board and we just get all these individual sales from all around the world that, you know, overall, that herd mentality towards the card pumps it up, and then other people FOMO and that pumps it up even further. And look, I warned people all along that some of these singles that are taken absolutely massive, insane price growth during 2025 will come back down to earth. Like, they just can't sustain that level because they can't sustain that volume of sales. If the volume of sales doesn't continue and it drops off because the price gets too high, what's going to happen? Of course, the price is going to come down. It's going to put downward pressure on the price and it's going to reflect that. Now, the second thing that comes to mind for 2025 for me, which is probably something that's slipped under the radar a little bit, is Sun and Moon sealed. Have a look at some of these prices. I was very, very lucky, and this is a bit of advice that I would give to people, and I have given to people in recent videos, is sort of at the start of Sword and Shield era, I went back and I bought a fair few Sun and Moon era boxes, much like maybe some people did at the start of Scarlet and Violet. Maybe you've just got in, you probably, some of you guys and girls watching, had just got in at the start of Scarlet and Violet and started investing in Pokemon and maybe keeping some things sealed, and you went back and you thought, oh, you know what? Lost Origin at $200 a booster box, Silver Tempest at $200 a booster box, you know, Astral Radiance at $180 a booster box, even Fusion Strike at, you know, $150 a booster box seems like good buying. And this is at the start of Scarlet and Violet. Some of you guys and girls might have done that. And now, look what's happened. And same thing with me at the start of Sword and Shield. I bought Cosmic Eclipse. I bought Unbroken Bonds. I bought Unified Minds. I was stupid and didn't buy Team Up because I thought it was too dear. There you go, I'm the idiot now because look at the price of Team Up. I wish I'd spent, what was it at the time? I bought, this is Australian dollars, but convert it to US, I would have bought Unbroken, Cosmic Eclipse, Unified Minds for about $250 a booster box. And Team Up was sitting nearly double that, probably about $450 a booster box, which is about 700 Australian. And I thought, nah, it's too dear. It's already done a lot of its growth. And hey, look, there you go. But if you look at some of the Sun and Moon sealed, they've continued on their run. And on top of that, this is one thing I really want to mention when it comes to sealed booster box pricing. So when I bought Sun and Moon, right, it had seen that massive amount of growth. It had gone from $100 booster boxes to 250 really quickly. Much like we've seen with Lost Origin, Silver Tempest for argument's sake, Brilliant Stars, those examples from Sword and Shield era. It goes to that really quickly. So it might say stagnant at retail for a while, and then all of a sudden when it's finally out of rotation and finally out of main online stores and off the Pokemon Center, we see that rapid growth from like $100 a booster box to $250 a booster box. And then it might sit stagnant for a while, which is fine, or it might see slow growth. And then it might grow slowly up to $400 or $500 a booster box, maybe $600 a booster box, and then it might sit there for another 2 or so years. And then bang, we see another massive increase in growth. And that's what has happened with a lot of these sun and moon examples. They sat pretty dormant or saw low periods of growth during 2024 and even 2023 as well. So for 2 years, they just slowly ticked up in price. And then all of a sudden, bang, look what's happened to them. Unbroken Bonds is huge now in price. Unified Minds is huge now in price. Cosmic Eclipse is even bigger in price. And those boxes, people now look at them and they go, there's 4 booster boxes, including Team Up, from a period of time with tag team, alt arts, amazing art design, and that little section, that little portion of 4 booster boxes is now etched in history, and it's starting to get older and older. And as a result, to get those booster boxes sealed, either as part of your collection or open on a stream or whatever it might be, to rip and ship and sell the packs off individually, you've got to pay big money for that. They are not cheap booster boxes anymore. Before we jump into the third bit of information for the year of 2025, I just wanted to give a shout out to today's video sponsor, which is of course the Collector app. We've teamed up together. You can catch me down in the content creators section. Feel free to give me a follow down there. You can check out my collection in there. The other thing is though, if you don't have Collector, there'll be a link in the description to download it. I urge everyone to download. Fantastic app, both for collectors and investors alike. If you're a collector, you can add in all your singles, see your total set percentage and how many cards you got to go. If you're an investor, you can add in all your singles, all your sealed. You can type in what you paid for it, see your growth across each product. You can see your total growth across your whole inventory. It's such a good and easy app to use. There is of course a pro version as well with awesome giveaways each month. This month's giveaway is Munch Scream promos in a PSA 10. All you've got to do is be a pro member to go in the draw to win those. Again, link in the description for that. Third thing I wanted to talk about for 2025, of course, is Prismatic Evolutions. This is the set that people were waiting for Scarlet and Violet. Yes, 151 came out early and it was phenomenal, and the demand for it is still phenomenal. But Prismatic Evolutions, that's that Evolving Skies. That's hard, isn't it? Can't do that because of the busted finger. Prismatic Evolutions, that is the set that people were waiting for, like the next Evolving Skies. It is the Eevee-based set with some phenomenal cards in there. Pull rates have proven to be really, really tough, and as a result, singles pricing, which I'll show up on the screen here, of course, has actually stayed pretty strong. Like, stronger than I thought it would. I thought we'd see massive declines in some of these cards. And look, we have seen big declines. They're not what they were day one on release when, obviously as more product gets open and more singles go on the market, we get more volume, and as a result, generally price seems to reflect that and go down a little bit. But they've been holding strong. All of those, total set value is still super, super strong. And look at the sealed product too. Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box going for massive amounts of dollars. And we all know how rare they are. We all know you get the stamp promo inside the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box, so they're a fantastic investment. That set has been one bit of news for 2025. Now, to follow on from that, we've now got 2 new sets on the horizon, don't we? Journey Together's just come out, which seems to be copping some flack, or, people either seem to hate on it or love it. And look, I don't think the hate matters at this stage. Whether someone hates it or thinks the set's mid, or at the end of the day, the appetite for Pokemon at the moment is just absolutely bonkers, and supply will well and truly just get absorbed. Will Pokemon ever be able to keep up with the demand at the moment? But on the back of that, to piggyback, Destined Rivals, that's going to be the next big bit of news for 2025, isn't it? The booster box, the Elite Trainer box are going to be phenomenal sealed products, going to be extremely, extremely hard to get your hands on these products. The set list is starting to get released. Of course, it's made up of 2 Japanese sets. And as we can see, if we have a look at some of the cards here, they just look phenomenal, don't they? That Typhlosion will be an absolute banger. Misty with Psyduck, that'll be a massive chase card. The Misty with Lapras that got released, I think the images for that card very recently. The Meowth, I don't know if I really like that card, but hey, it's Meowth and Giovanni. That's going to have some weight in there. Obviously the Garchomp, the Ho-Oh. I always forget, is it Zacian or Zamazenta? Another leak of a new card that's come out. That card looks absolutely phenomenal. It's an illustration rare, isn't it? Or special illustration rare? I think it's an illustration rare. Either way, look, destined rivals, the train shows no sign of slowing down, does it? This set is just going to keep everything ticking along like crazy. The demand for this set, I think, is going to be way stronger than the demand for Journey Together. What a year we've seen so far. From an investing standpoint, most people, if you've had collections sitting in the background from Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon, for argument's sake, you've just seen what we've been talking about as, you know, I suppose Pokemon investing YouTubers for so long, that as you let it just sit and simmer and simmer away in the background, we see these steps of growth. And we've seen another massive step in growth of Sun and Moon. We will see more massive steps of Sword and Shield. Don't be afraid to buy Sword and Shield booster boxes. Don't be afraid to grab Silver Tempest. Don't be afraid to grab Lost Origin. Lost Origin is very due for another massive bump up, in my opinion. Look, it might not be in the next 3 or 6 months, but in 12 months' time, it's not going to be the same price that it is now. There we go, 2025. I'm Michael, this is PokeOz. I normally give the thumbs up with this hand, but that's not going to work, so let's do it with this one. Catch everyone next time.